Amazing. Lord Frost went back to the drawing board, rejecting EU fresh offer put UK on cloud nine. Lord Frost is set to reject a fresh offer from the EU to resolve the row about customs checks in Northern Ireland because it adds red tape. The Brexit minister will meet European Commission Vice President Maroš Šefčovič in London today in talks over the implementation of the UK's withdrawal deal. Brussels chiefs put forward proposals to ease frustration in Northern Ireland about bureaucratic trade rules. But Whitehall sources said they would lead to even more paperwork for businesses. EU officials said the UK should accept the offer and drop its threat to rip up part of the Northern Ireland Protocol. EU source said, "We've moved and it's time for the UK to as well." The percentage of controls removed could yet increase, through negotiation. The official accused Lord Frost of taking a significant step in the wrong direction and urged him to drop his demands. The EU proposals are understood to have included a pledge to halve the number of customs checks carried out. But details of the offer show no products would be excluded from checks. Instead, the number of boxes to be checked on each form would be reduced. UK officials argue transporting goods from London to Belfast should be almost as simple as moving them between the capital and Birmingham. Other Brussels offers include reducing the certificates needed for each lorry of produce to one rather than several. Whitehall regards the proposals as a step forward but inadequate to address the anger among unionists at the checks to enforce EU single market rules. A government source said, "We want to reach a negotiated solution but progress has been limited." The EU's proposals do not deal effectively with the problems in Northern Ireland, and are, in some respects, actually worse than the status quo, requiring paperwork and checks which are not needed now. We need a balanced settlement which is durable. The European Union has welcomed a shift in tone from the UK in its talks over the Northern Ireland Protocol after several weeks of tension and heated words between the two sides. Maroš Šefčovič, the European Commission Vice President, on Friday said that while major disagreements remained on how to implement the treaty for Northern Ireland, he welcomed the changing tone of the discussion with his UK counterpart Lord Frost, who handles the government's post-Brexit relations with the EU. Speaking in London after meeting Frost this morning, Šefčovič said change in tonality from the UK side was a positive development after growing expectations in Brussels that Boris Johnson was preparing to trigger Article 16 of the Northern Ireland Protocol. Doing so would suspend parts of the treaty, that was agreed by the two sides as part of Brexit negotiations, and lead to an escalation in recent tensions between Downing Street and Brussels. In recent weeks, both Frost and the Prime Minister have repeatedly warned that the conditions for invoking Article 16 have already been met. However, Frost this week stressed to the House of Lords that finding a consensual way forward with Brussels was the government's preference. When it comes to Article 16, to be quite honest, it has come up in communication between the EU and the UK government too often, Šefčovič said this afternoon. Šefčovič said the two sides needed to make serious headway when talks resume in Brussels next week, however, especially on the issue of medicine moving from Great Britain to Northern Ireland. A UK spokesperson said in today's meeting with Šefčovič, Lord Frost stressed the need for new energy in talks, with negotiations set to intensify next week when they resume in Brussels. Lord Frost noted that there remained significant gaps to be bridged between the UK and EU positions, the spokesperson said in a statement. The Northern Ireland Protocol has been the source of months of tension between the UK and Brussels since it came into effect at the beginning of this year. The treaty was designed to avoid a contentious hard border between Northern Ireland and the Republic of Ireland, and did so by keeping Northern Ireland within the EU's trading rules. But the government argues it is causing an unacceptable level of disruption to trade between Northern Ireland and the rest of the UK, and is pushing for the text to be fundamentally rewritten. Brussels says it is ready to make major changes to the treaty and last month offered to remove swathes of checks on goods crossing the Irish Sea. The bloc is refusing to give in to several UK demands, however, particularly its call for the role of the European Court of Justice, ECJ, to be scrapped.